Hello, testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Hello, testing, testing.
Sounds like yes. Oh, but the music is not coming up.
Sounds like yes. Oh, but
Does the music is coming? And if I do drop, does that work? Everything is broken. To configure. It will be an interesting stream today since nothing is working. Yeah. Okay, let's, without dropping any drops. Spelling? How do you say that? Like spoiling? I feel like the music is not coming. It's only coming from my mic. Oh, there's so much stuff wrong. Let's bring that here. Shadow. Nope. Bottom panel. Audio capture. Now I think you can hear the music. I'm a little bit dark. That's fine. Or in the cave. Okay, so now let's, this is fixed. Now we need to, that one is live talk. That's the one, I think. But I need some cloud in the background. Blue sky loop. Ah, there it is, because paths have changed. Now it's on M, stream, asset, images. Oh no, it was a video. Blue sky loop. There it is. The cloud is back. Okay, so then if I go here, I was missing this. Asset image. There it is. Boom. That's not bad. So much stuff. No, I did not assign yet. Does the chatbot is present? No, so I need to fix that too. Chatbot. It's in 2000. Should be there though. Okay, it's there. Why don't see it here? Oh, delay. Frank, come on. Yeah. Does the sounds work? They should.
Yay!
Okay, it's also working. Surely dev bots are present. That's awesome. Okay, so now be right back. So I should start a project. Let's do start. Let's do okay, so this is working. So now the be right back should be the scene be right back. The screen secret should be secret. I need to do the cleanup and that. Oh my god. Apparently I don't have a secret. Intermission? I think it's intermission. Let's try. Okay, so here you cannot even hear me. Hello? Testing. Okay, here you can. But there's no music. Since we'll be working in this one, let's make sure this one is working at least. Okay, you know what? Let's get started. Bonjour, hi, welcome everybody. I'm Frank Boucher, and today the stream will be different. We'll be working, but it's a little bit broken. I just cleaned up my full PC, and of course the paths are not the same and stuff like that, and I need to clean things. I didn't spend all the time yet to rebuild everything, but I still wanted to be that, you know, since I really enjoy streaming and be with you, I really wanted to do it anyway. So the plan of today is to work on the TinyBlazorAdmin website. We'll be working or try to understand. We played a little bit with it previously about that chart, but I really want to have a better understanding. So today we'll be working with a simpler version and try to understand how we can make a nice chart to then after that be able to embed it into our tools. So that's the plan of today. Coffee. And like usual, I'm between cold. Just trying to fix everything. Sorry about that. Everything is so broken. Okay, one full. Okay, that's better. Okay. We're getting there, right? Big thanks for the following. I miss your name. Let me catch it. Rov VTS. Thank you for the following. It's very appreciated. With all that nightmare that is happening right now. So really very, very nice. Very kind from you. Yeah. Like you should be able to try the game Drop. Apparently drop is broken here. Let's try to fix it. So apparently this scene is not perfect. Though that's not the scene I want to be in. So if here it's working, let's... The CB is working here. So the drop seems to be... No. Drop is not working either. we need to fix that. So Drop was a game created by Instafluff, and I really like that game. And same for the viewers. Okay, so that's the chatbot. Okay, so now if I do interesting, starting due to change. Okay, and if I do okay. Bonjour. Hi. That was loud. I don't know for you, but for me it was loud. Okay, so this is working. So now let's pixel parachute. If I just refresh it, does that fix the drop? Doesn't look like it, right? Maybe I need to reactivate something. Oh, that's a cool one. The hill rolling race. I like that one. Oh, did he remove parachute? No, parachute drop. Whew. Okay. Okay, it's not that. I want a parachute drop. Let's go for night. Let's go for night. I want a cloud, hide until drop, score in the chat. Why score in the chat is not? Let's go back here. Game for Twitch. There it is. So I want the parachute drop. Score in the chat. It's not there. Pretty sure it was before. Let's compare. Nope. So that was the previous one, and now the new one. Oh, okay. So now does that work? Yeah, okay. We got it. And will I land? Excellent. Oh, I love the little... That's cool. Awesome. Okay, so we have that. So I think it's enough for today. So we'll need that later. Okay. So now, oh yeah, I need to start again though. Crash. Trying to start the bot and it just crashed with this error here. So apparently in index. So let's have a look. I'm having so much trouble with many different things. So index.js line 96. Oh yeah, because this file is missing. So the thing I will do is it's looking for the file. I forgot. Damn. It's stream session, right? So now if I do this, okay, so now it's working. Oh, so maybe that's also a problem when it's in a container. I need some pattern like that, so I need to fix that. Yeah, okay, so now at least we are started, so that's cool. Does everything still work?
Bonjour, hi.
Cool. Okay, cool. So that's working. Okay. Okay, so we want the TinyAdmin Blazor, blah blah blah. What I'm saying. I didn't even start Get Cracking today. I would like to work on the TinyBlazorAdmin. Let's go in the boards. Open the boards for the TinyBlazorAdmin. But we'll need another repo. I'm not sure I did clone it already. Dev GitHub Fujifilm. Yeah, it's there. Okay, so let's open this. That's strange. Okay. Very strange. Okay, so this is the project for the function. I think I want to run the stuff locally so we could maybe debug a little bit more and see what's missing. I'm not sure. Alright, it's the shortener tool, in fact, I wanna play with. Yeah. My font is not. I need to fix that. Let's fix that right away. It's not in, is it? Preferences, settings, font. Oh my god. Terminal. Terminal integrated font family. Okay, so the font I want it to use is the same as in my terminal, so it's called, I build it, so it's Cascadian Code Nerd Font, because I merge a few things together. So could I do this? Yeah, see, now it's fixed. Cool. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, but I opened the terminal for a reason. I want to go in SRC, and then I want to go in shortener tools. Yeah. So I want to go code. And I want to reuse this one, kind of refresh. Detect that AzFunction project in a folder, shortener tools. You know what, let's close it and reopen it, make sure I'm starting in the good. So I want to go in AZ URL shortener, source, shortener tool, and I want to start here. So let's do open with code. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to configure that. What should I do? Okay, I'm just trying because I have issues since my new version are using AD. It's harder to debug because I'm not set up and I'm trying to go for the fastest solution. So I think, and I'm sweating, the coffee. Okay, so let's go here. That's my URL list. So let's get the URL. We'll paste that here. Nope. What was it? Oh no, my camera died. And I'm back. Sorry about that. First request, the name of the request. Okay, so now I want the URL, get URL. Clipboard that. Put it here. What? myprog.com. Strange. What if I say give me with the host key? Alright! Hey Doll, welcome aboard. Thanks for the following. Trying to debug stuff here. Client default. Unauthorized. Okay, so I'm missing the but why don't I? Oh my god. And it's so tiny. Come on. Make it bigger. Okay. That's a little bit bigger. But why it's not working? It's not local, so it's definitely not that. But tiny. Oh, because I'm expecting it's the tiny version. Oh. So I'm like expecting a token. That's not the one I want to call. Okay, that's why. Frank, you're not calling the good one. So function test v2. That's also expecting a token if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, so I don't have any version except my prod. I don't want to play in prod. So what if I use this one? URL data. So we'll use here that thing. Connection string. I want that connection string. Oh, why don't, what? Ah, show keys. So I need to create here a new file. So let's copy and paste. And let's rename it for local. And the Azure storage. Oh yeah. Will be this. So can I run that? You must have Azure function. Cool. Oh yeah. Okay. Install it. I thought I had it. Hey Dollhole, so you never heard about Insomnia? Yes, it is exactly, well, not exactly, it's really similar to Postman. It was Michael Jolie, who, was it Michael Jolie? I think it was Michael Jolie who suggested me that. Oh, I have some errors. I feel like I understand a little bit more the UI, though it is very similar, and Postman these days is pushing really hard, try to sell you like his paid version and stuff like that. This one is less in your face. I try to use it and kind of now prefer it, but there's no good reason, so you can try it if you want. Insomnia. And then RSS REST API. There's two tools. There it is. The one you see right now, it's the core. I never tried the designer. Not even sure it was there when I start using it. Okay, so let's see the error message we add. It was not possible to find any compatible framework version. Oh, because I need .NET Core 3.1. And I probably don't have it. .NET -- version. Yeah. on that one. Oh. And you know what? Let's put the note in the notes. This, so we will be in the show notes, and now we'll run the installer. Doo-doo-doo. Well, Dollhall, I will see you in the next session for the GitHub deployment stuff today, later today. Are you planning to be there? Cool. Okay, so now we have it. If I go in the extension, AzFunction, I think AzFunction at some point they say you need to install the stuff. Okay, let's it's working. Cool. So now if we try that, request was not authenticated because I'm running v2 again. Okay, so I need to stop that. And what I will do is I will just bypass the validation, I think. So if I go in the URL list here, is it big enough? I can make it bigger. So here, like that full validation here, I want to bypass it. Yeah, so if I do this, and now if I run it, Okay, so now let's run an Insomnia. Connection string. What? Connection string to what? So it's not this thing? Damn it. Oh, the web storage, that's not the good one. Okay, so let's pause that. So, connection string. Let's stop it. We are trying to run the AzFunction locally. So apparently URL data storage. Yeah, should be that. The parameter connection string. Ah, I put the thing. Oh, damn it. It's local dot. It's already there, but it was empty. So I want to rename this one. Okay. So let's give it another try. Eventually we'll get there. Oh man. Okay, so we got that. So now let's try to run it. Good. Okay. So what are we looking at here? So this is a project. We start working on the stream. I will share a few links with you. So this is the URL shortener. So it's a shortener of URLs. It's run in two parts. So there's the backend, who usually run in the cloud. It's Azure Functions or serverless. So it only run when you are trying to create, edit, or get a URL. Usually it's not you, it's like your whatever is consuming your URLs. The way it works is I have a few functions, and the one I'm calling right now just for a test was the get. So it returned a list of URLs. That's for the admin page. This admin page project is called TinyBlazorAdmin website. So it's a static website, so it's also very, very budget friendly. And it's pretty cool. the real version now is using AD because it's included in Azure. You could use that, so Active Directory, so you manage your user, so it's super safe. But to debug, sometimes you want to run locally and things like that, and like you need to have a proper setup. I'm not organized today to do that, so I decided I will run the function locally, bypass the security. So, you know, if there's a problem in the function, I will be doing that, but I'm still pointing to the storage in the cloud, and those connection string, that was the storage because I'm just using like basic storage. And the result here are all the URL. So we have like, if I zoom a little bit, so for example here I have one URL and it's this URL, and you could have it by doing just 2R, because you could specify the version of how many character you want, or you could just make it random and like 2R, 2S and stuff like that. I didn't put any domain name, so like this is not a real URL. Like it could be because I have this domain name, but like that's another point. So what I want to implement today is create some charts, because every time people click on a link, I see we count the stuff and the dates. So I just want to have a graph. So if I'm sharing like a new blog post, like it's interesting for me to know, oh yeah, you know what, like starting at 11 things works. Oh yeah, it's like no one is clicking on my link, what's happening and stuff like that. So I want to have that. So I'm saving that information. So we'll be calling another function for that. And then what I want to do is take that and be able to build a chart using Syncfusion. So Syncfusion was super nice. They gave me, and we should go here. They gave me a community edition of their control, so I could use their control for free and let all of you also use it. So it's pretty cool, and they have like very cool chart and grid and all those stuff. So planning to use all that for the project. So we don't need that, done that. This, maybe the resource, the documentation. Documentation. Oh, there's video tutorial. Interesting. Cool. But I would like to be able to. That's strange. That's really strange. They have nice chart, as you can see here. I don't know, I'm not sure why it's not working. So yeah, that's what we want, but I'm not sure why it's not working. Out of memory? I hope I won't have that problem. Okay, so let's call the second function we want, and we'll need to edit also the function. So we'll shut down this, and the function we want is, so right now we were in, so my function are URL archive. When you want to soft delete something, click stats, that's the one we want to call, list was to have the list of the URL. Redirect is the one when like a user is calling, like it doesn't know because it's just calling the domain name, but by default we're calling this function, so like that's a redirect. So you're passing the short URL and I return the long one, so then you get redirected to the new one, the long one. URL shortener is in the admin page when you want to create a new version, so it's the shortener function. It create a new version. And update, let's say you did a typo, you want to add some title and stuff, you could update your URL. So that's all my function, but now we want to call this one here, so let's remove the security on that one just for debugging purposes, right? So here, that section, we want to remove it. That's where I check if the service principal exists. Okay, so now let's test it. So if I run it again, so let's log sometimes. Okay, so it's working. So we want the where is it? Click stat. So that's the one. Let's create a new request here. So a new request. Let's rename it. Okay, I could. Ah, excellent. So this one is cool. So now if I just call it, it's not working. Let's see the error. No error. Interesting. Oh yeah. I need to pass something. I was like, what? Why is it not working? Because I want some stat on a specific URL, so I need to pass some information, right? So I need to pass what I'm looking for. Forgot. Oh, did I specify it? No, that's bad. I should have. So I'm reading the body and the stat request. So let's look the object, and I'm looking for vanity. So let's add a body. And let's go with AzFunction. I have no clue if I have stats for that, so. Should have put some breakpoints. Why not found? Oh, maybe because it was too fast. Maybe I don't have any stats. That's also possible. Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, totally. Yep. Not that one though. That one is a get. You're totally right. Thank you, all. Yeah, voila. Someone is paying attention. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I have like it. But my sounds are not working. This is so sad.
Yay!
I need to fix all my settings. I just finished to reinstall everything Monday. So of course, not everything, as you can see. Like even this morning, I was like, "Oops, OBS, it's not working. My scenes are not present. Oops, things are not working." So I don't have a lot of stats, though. It will be a very sad. It will be a very sad stats. Let's go. So I opened that. Dismiss. Not now. And I want. What was the version I'm running? Local. It was the URL data and then XYPS. What? Oh, this one. Can I make this also bigger? Voila. Cool. So now we go in the tables. And the click stats. That's what we want. So look like AzURL shortener could be a good version because there's a little bit more clicks, though they are all at the same time. There it is. Cool. So 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29. Let's change that a little bit. So the date, let's keep that one 29. So it will be 29, 29. And let's put 30. And let's put 8. Let's say 05. and then 806. Eight 06 and 806 again. Thank you for the subscription. That's on YouTube, not Twitch. I need to change my binding subscription also. I've been saying that for so long. It must be on Twitch. That's not the subscription. Like, all those streams are archived on a YouTube channel, but it's a YouTube channel that is mostly not very well known compared to my main channel. So I need to change, because it's not true that I have like new subscription every once in a while on that new one. So okay, so now if I do the sending, now 7 date set, okay, cool. So now if we call our Blazor thing, we should have that, so we'll be able to work with that. Cool. So let's stop that for now. And now, what do we want to do? I think I want to just want to create a new project, not necessarily work, although if I do that, sorry, I hit the mic. Let's try to with the real one. Let's open a new window. I'll have here this. I want to go in Dev, GitHub, FBoucher, and I want to go with TinyBlazorAdmin, SRC. Cool, so that's our TinyBlazorAdmin. So I need, you know what, I think I need to install that. So I could change the color. Change to a favorite color, and I want that in .NET. What? .NET is not there? Okay, let's put this one and this one. That's my Azure function, so I will put Azure. Just so we recognize where we are working. So it's the extension Peacock. It was created by John Papa, cloud advocate at Microsoft, and it's a really cool tool. If you don't know that tool, it just changed the border of your stuff. So yeah, it is really nice. So you could have it just Peacock. That's the one. You can change the color. So it was created by, where is he? Huh, funny, we don't even see his picture here. What I'm working on. Okay, so let's put some time log. So time. Let's see if we can run this thing locally. I'm expecting no, but let's see. There's no configuration, right? Maybe it will. Oh, cool. So if I try to log in, so I'll just log in a different screen. Excellent. But of course, when I will try to hit the URL shortener, what? Which one it's targeting? Okay. That's awesome. Okay. I have no clue which one it's targeting. Interesting. Okay, but I'm in the wrong branch. So I want to go in the UI test. So I should definitely look what I have here because it was working. So I'm assuming in www.root ASP.NET. So my service was swap test. Okay. I will put that in my OneNote temporary, so I could do that. Yeah. Okay. So let's switch branch to go to the UI test. So since it was working, hopefully it will still be working. We'll continue to use that. Another thing is, I forgot where I was, but I need to put somewhere the key. I forgot where I was. We'll figure that out later. So the main difference here is we have now a statistic, and we want to understand those things. And I'm calling that on awesome, and it's closed now. Maybe I should point to the local one. What do you think? Since we just changed the statistics, maybe I should point instead of this using localhost. Let's try that. So let's run this guy. So localhost 7071. This last and back forward slash is very important. Okay, so we'll go doing this, and now we want to run it. So let's F5 this one. Should remember me. Apparently it did not. Okay, let's compare. Let's run this one then. Was looking forward to check the local Azure function, right? Anyway, so we'll log in. That should work. The thing is, I'm passing that server name. Come on. Don't like when it does that. Control C. Let's try again. Why it's not working? It was working 2 seconds ago. mute my phone. Why are you doing that to me? I could remove just this. Yeah, if I remove the authorize, I would fix my problem, isn't it? Could do that, right? If I do just this and I call localhost here instead, right? If I call this just localhost. If I change it for that and I remove the attribute authorized, and if I again in the statistics remove the attribute authorized, so now I don't need to be authenticated, right? Oh, damn, it crashed. Yeah, probably because I'm trying to retrieve the token, and since it's not existing, if I go in data, let's try again. No, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, but if I cannot authenticate it, then I will fail. Damn it. Let's do a .NET. Whoops. Okay, now .NET build. Okay, now if I try to run it, oh, it's trying to reach out the local host, so it's still somehow let's clear. Okay, so there's some cookies. Oh no, 501, that's fine. Like I am 501. Well, that's clear anyway. For the last hour, clear data. Cool. Okay. Okay, so now if I do this, excellent. Yeah, we need to put the stuff, the key. I have the key, so I want the click statistics. I need to understand that how this thing works though. How could I make that simple? I could... Let's stop this. Let's create a new folder. Use That's the thing, I cannot call it now. That's what I don't like. It's probably that one I'm calling, right? Okay, what I'm trying to do here. Okay, that's 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So I output the stuff. So that's my trace here, where like I'm saying like, okay, I have 1, 11, 10, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 13, 12, 0, 0, 7, 11, 14. So I'm showing here what I have. So my highest is 11, 18. So here I'm hitting 2, but that's really badly display. Maybe I should have. Okay. So 11, I had how many? Only one? Okay, so I count them as different, but they are the same. So I need to work my query here. Group by date time, but I should try to parse it. How can I do that? Right?
Bonjour, hi.
My God. Hey, take d'ampoule. Hello. You make me jump. Date, time, that. Alain Walker 2, Alain, bonjour, how are you, my friend? Long time, hey, it's party time. It's party time. 11 months. That's crazy. That's mostly 1 year. You didn't let me go in 2020. You're awesome, buddy. How are you? It's been so long. It's been so long. How's your working from home situation? I want to group by, but I just want a date. And I'm wondering, should I go and say 2-string with a format? Maybe I should do that, but then I will lose the fact that it's a date. Yeah. Same for me. I feel like it's hard. Even this is super hard to. It's not like if I was in a meetup and meeting real people and chatting, and like sometimes people, like when it's a one-on-one, they are more open, so they share more than in the chat. A lot of people won't share because they are afraid what others will think. Oh, Mister, this is not the way to do it. But like, yeah, working from home is cool. No, I'm not alone anymore. It's harder sometimes, I feel. How do you do? So I want to do working from home equal too much 5 to 7. Oh yeah, I don't know, I don't have that much happy hours. C# group by date, time, day. Oh yeah, I could do just the day. a string. It's a string. Oh, and here I was trying to parse it. Okay, well, I'm confused now. So what's used in my chart is chart load. What do I do in chart load? In chart load I do update URL link and what? 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 Yeah, no problem, Ellie. I will call you. Where do I put my okay, series, data source, click history. Okay, so I okay, whew. So click history here, I'm building it. So I'm building it from temp. Okay. So from temp. Okay. So could I? Oh man. Could I do? So that's instead of having that, let's put this here. Feel like it's more. Did you land? No. Invisible programmer. Hey. This project is a front end, an admin front end for the URL shortener. It's been a while since I didn't work on that. Like it's two projects where they are. Like the URL shortener. It's the backend. Like a URL shortener is the full project. There's the backend, an AzFunction, and there's the front end. That's the thing we're kind of working today on it. So let me share the URL of this project. It's the TinyBlazorAdmin. But I'm using the charts from Syncfusion. I have a community edition, so I will be able to push that library in GitHub with the license, so everybody will be able to use it. We have some landing. Why CB is not reacting? Why CB is not reacting? CB should be happy. I don't know why. Oh, because we didn't see the message. Yeah, it's true. That was disabled. So we need to fix that. Well, if you do scores, you can see your stats. So yeah, so today we're trying, so when like we're sharing links, we are checking the, you know, how many clicks and when, just the date. So I want to build a chart, something like this here, something like this here. So we could see, oh, like, you know, Monday, like X people click on the link and stuff like that. I'm just trying to make sense, understand and stuff like that. But today is the first stream since I cleaned up my machine. I format all my drive, like remove everything. It was like a full scratch of everything. And Monday I was still installing stuff. And in fact, this morning I was still installing stuff because things were missing, right? So like I'm just trying to get back where I was. Like, can I have it working? Even like the stream, not everything is working perfectly right now. Just the default identity server library? No, so the backend is running in Azure. It's an Azure function, so like $0 because you have 10,000 calls by month. So it's like just like a few cents for the storage. It's 10 cents by gig by month, so nothing. And then the TinyBlazorAdmin, that's in Blazor WebAssembly, so it's in storage, so same 10 cents by gig by month. So in Azure, so everything is in Azure. You already have an Azure Active Directory, so I'm using that for the authentication. So it's free already, so except if you have like 500 users or something like that. So and I think it's even higher. Anyway, so like if it's just for you and like your buddy to have like a URL shortener, and like then the project will cost you less than $1 or $2 by month. So it is cool though. The PC is super fast. That's pretty nice. The feeling of an empty machine, like it's just like, that's cool. But I need to reshape a little bit my folder structure and everything. No. Yeah, so in Azure, the Active Directory is free. It's included, except if you have like tons of users, but that's for your admin part. Like for like user, if I'm sharing a link, let's say the project AzURL shortener, I created a short link, so it's cloud5init.ca/project. Right, so that's a URL. If you click on that, you are using version 1 of the URL shortener. And to create those those links and everything, I created an admin page, and that's admin. This project here is an admin page, and you could like there's plenty of people who create other admin page because the project is open. So there's Stefan who create like a Cloudies just like you that created. You could do it by PowerShell, Excel import, SharePoint, Logic App, not Logic App, Power Automate, like bunch of stuff. Like I'm planning to create a CLI just for fun. So there's plenty of way to do that. So in Azure, it's already free, and it's only the authentication is only used for when you want to create, edit, see the statistics. That part is protected, but to use it like as a consumer of link, you don't need authentication. So like that part is nothing, and that's 10,000 calls before you get charged. So like it is like the goal of that project was make it easy to deploy so anybody can have it and be super budget friendly. I still need to make a blog post where I describe like the big changes and stuff like that. But there's only 24 hours in a day, and apparently I need to sleep a few hours in those and work and eat and spend time with the family. So yeah. So I want to get back to this project, but now it's just like, okay, so that's like we're learning how to use the thing, so we're just displaying stuff. So that's a chart, and under it I have some like just trace that I'm building. So what I want to do is try to understand what's happening. So clearly here the problem is daytime. If we look, I have like 11, 11, 11, 11. All right. I think for the following CS practice live, C#, I'm assuming. Welcome aboard. Welcome behind my cloud. So if we look at the data here, we could see that where I was. Am I looking at the good one? I need to look at this one. But I cannot call those ones, right? I need to check here. So if we look here, I had 11, 11 and 11, 11. But they are at different hours. So when I group them, I need to group them by day, not like kind of escape that. For the moment, I don't care about that. The global view, like I just want by day. So I want to fix that. It will probably help me to have a better control. So now I'm just trying to change this output here. So here what I think I need to do is do a datetime parse, right, of that here. Too short date time. And now if I do that, I could say if I say just date. All right. Hey, Coney3! Welcome behind my cloud. It's very appreciated. Thank you a lot for the following. It's very, very, very appreciated. Thank you a lot. So let's try that here. And since now it's already a date, here when I fill up my value, I don't need to parse it. So I will remove that part here. So hopefully now it will already be a date. And here I could remove this thing, right? Or just toString. So let's close this one and let's try to rerun it, see if it's working. Nice. So we have a very funky UI though, and I don't know why that's not working. What do I do with test test. Oh, it's written like written. Not sure I understand fully the chart here. Okay, I need here I need to render it correctly. How do you do that again? I want to render it as HTML or something like that. It's a string. I forgot how to do that. Anybody remember quickly how you do that? Like Blazor render HTML variable. Yeah, this. HTML raw. It's markup string. I just need to cast it. A string value that can be rendered, okay? Oh, my bad. I understand my mistake. I need to do this. It's a double parentheses thing. Whoops. There it is. What did you say? I barely see people working with VS Code on .NET project. Well, sometimes I work with Visual Studio and sometimes Visual Studio Code. Initially, when I start streaming, I was streaming from a Linux machine just to walk the talk to make sure the product are working. Like .NET was much younger back then and Visual Studio Code and everything, so I was just doing it. But now I'm doing it from a Windows machine, but I still use Visual Studio, VS Code I mean. Okay, so at least now our trace should be better. And here I just wonder, maybe what if I put the day? But that's a date time. So that's why X value is a date time. What if I put date? Will that work? Date could not be found. Is date is a type or it's still date time? That's a strange question, right? I'm confused between my languages. Does date exist? So, what? I'm working on a program that record date of event get returned. I'm looking for a date, not a date time. Is there? Okay, there isn't. Okay, cool. That was my feeling. Yeah. Confusing. Okay. So here, instead what I want is okay, here it's an int date, it's an int. Oh no, okay, that's not what I want. Day of the year could be interesting, but that's not what I want. So I want a date. I could do whoops. Yeah, that's what I saw earlier. I mean, just to debug. I'm assuming I could do like with a specific format if I want. So let's put date for now. No, I don't need that, right? I just that's good enough. And here I could say give me just the short dates. This one. Well, if it's all by for the grouping, it's fine. And then here, since I'm putting in a date time. So I'm assuming, yeah, doesn't play very well with me either. So I have that now. So let's see what it does with that. So let's run that. But how now you group before converting it? Well, I will explain in 2 seconds. Okay, so it still didn't work. Oh yeah, because here now it's daytime. Oh damn. So he's been complaining about something that is missing a weight or something. Was it in the output? Problem? Oh, whatever. Okay. Did I save it? So, yeah. So now, if you group by So if you group by date and fill only the here amount parameter, the remaining 0 will be grouped by. Well, if I do this right now, right, it will all be at midnight. So it will be grouped together. And then when I display them, though here, if I put a string, I could have like a better format. Right here, instead, if I put string here, and instead of having that, I put the this here. So here I could just do this. Right? So now in my chart, I will have like just the date, and my trace here should be better. Let's try this. Yeah, no problem. See you another time, Invisible Programmer. I will stop anyway in 10 minutes probably. Not probably. In around 10 minutes. Why are you now asking me? Oh no. Yeah, it doesn't like this empty function here. So I have the same problem as initially. Oh damn it. I think because I clicked the remember. Every time I click that remember thing, that's when we have issues. So I click here. Does that work? So now we have the 2 here and the 2 here, like expected. Like we need to work on this format because it's very ugly, and like I don't understand why I have 2 lines. But yeah, we need to understand like how to fix that thing. But it's getting better. Okay, so that will probably be, not probably, that must be here. Oh, now it's not a date anymore, it's a string. Oops. No, no, no. Why don't I have Oh yeah, because I want days. Edge, label, and placement. Shift. That was the x-axis, and y is 0 to 20. 20 was definitely too much, so we could put 5 for now. So the chart will be a little bit swishy for now. Like we need to have something dynamic. Like assign like the maximum value minus 1 or 2 or something like that. Edge and placement. But I like that now it make a little bit more sense. So width to opacity 1. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Maybe I need to reinstall something. Okay, so let's just see if this label format changed stuff. And after that, I think I will look for a raid. So if you have any suggestion for raiding someone, let me know in the chat. We'll do that. Look like we're screwed here again, so let's go back in here. Not sure. No, 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 no. So that's nice. So here I have like some data and like okay, like here, 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 and why that line? Ah, because I have a super recent, so I just make a line. Like where it's not connected to that one. And now the chart is display a little bit better, right? So that part worked, but we'll need to work on this section. Cool. I'm happy. We did good. We did good today. You know, passing through all those little glitch issue thing. Let's go see if other live coders, not love, but live coders. You know the live coders, Cloudies? Alright! Hey, thank you for the following. It's very
what an easy
appreciated. I think I missed the name. Bipake. Thank you for the following. Very, very appreciated. Oh, Parato Quality. It's been forever. Let's go, streamer. She's awesome. She's awesome. I will please stay with me. We'll go raid Potato Quality. She's so great. Cool. So thank you all. Thank you for the new follow. Oh, I need to stop my stream. Not the stream, but CB to track things. Doesn't look like it did it. Thank you all for the new following. Thank you all for being with me. And yeah, so now what we'll be doing, we'll go see Potato Quality. She's doing some PowerShell stuff. She was running with Pester earlier this week, so that will be super cool. And I will see you Friday, where I will be continue to learn Node and React and TypeScript with my friend Jason. And yeah, and later today on the Microsoft Developer channel, I will be there for the third session of how to build a CI/CD using Azure DevOps and GitHub Action. So see you there. Bye bye everybody.